सलाम मेरे अजीज पंखों।
Even if I try to forget this man would never let me. I'm coming. I hang up. I reached my apartment and saw Hyung stood outside with a bag on his hand. He saw me and walked toward me. Dude, your wife is so. I'm ringing the bell for last 20 minutes now, but he will not open. Why you get a wives like them? First, dad, bored Sana, and now he. Are you done? I asked with my narrowed eyes. He raised his hand and took out my keys and opened the door. I went inside with Yoongi Hyung. I looked everywhere but could not find him. Walking toward the bedroom, I knocked. Taehyung, I called him. When they didn't reply, even after few knocks, see if he faint due to hunger. Hyung Mama. I glared at him and walked inside, but they was not there. I looked everywhere, but he was nowhere. I turned to Yoongi Hyung. He also had the same worried look. His suitcase and bag also not here. Hyung said, "We walk outside." What the hell? Where he is gone? I yelled in frustration. Can't that boy stay here without making me worried? Jungkook, look. I heard Hyung's voice and looked at him. He walked toward me and holding a letter and that money I gave to Taehyung with my card. He handed me a letter. I opened it. I'm Taehyung. I hope you remember my name. First of all, I want to thank you for saving my life. You don't know how grateful I am to you. I know I'm doing this. You had to go through so much. You had to betray your wife. You had to marry me. Please don't think me you're as a bad person because you're not. You just help me. That's why I can't drain your life. What you told me, make it clear that your wife will not accept this and couldn't leave you. And I don't want this to happen to you. You did nothing wrong. So you don't deserve any punishment. You can't accept me as your wife. And I can totally understand. But please, you also understand. I can't take your help anymore. I signed and sat on the couch, staring at the letter and the money and card. He didn't even take money. So he left. Hyung asked, staring at the letter. Now what? I don't know. He could talk to me. I uttered, rubbing my forehead. This stupid boy didn't even take the money. He is new to this city. I could not help but worried about his safety. It's good that he will not bother you, and he is right. You would never accept him, so what's the point to taking your money? It will only make him feel like he's a burden on you. Hyung, he is in my name. His safety is my responsibility. How could he take a step like this in this strange city? It was not our choice. It will God will. I said in anger and worried tone, did you talk to him about your marriage with him? Did you tell him to have patience? You will think something. Did you console him? No, you didn't. He mentioned here that you told him about Sana and how Sana will feel. And how Sana will not accept your marriage with him. Neither you. You could have to talk to say some other way. Nice way. You told me that he's only 17 years old boy, a kid. Then how could you leave him in this apartment alone at night, that too with he was strange to this city. He needed you, but you just think about yourself and leave him alone here. Hyung said in disappointment tone, causing suddenly guilt burst in me. We should find him. He is alone and innocent with this cruel city. Jungkook, after some time, he said, and this time causing unknown fear. There was a too innocent boy to survive here alone. I remember he didn't even know how to open the car door. You're right. Let's go. We need to find him. We both walk out the apartment. I was walking in the street with my suitcase. I don't know where I was going. I didn't know what I will do, but I just know one thing. I could not drain the man who saved me. I could not burden him. It was decided before I ran away from the house, but I have to leave my own. First, I need some money, and for that, I have to sell some of my mom's jewelry. I look around to find any jewelry shop, and after a few minutes of searching, I found one. I went inside and looked around. My heart was beating faster. The city was currently strange to me. I stared at the people in the shop. They all look wealthy. I bite my lips and fist my hand on my shirt. How may I help you? A girl come in front of me with a small smile on her face. She looked at me and then at my suitcase. I need to sell something, I said. She stared at me silently, making me nervous. Come with me. After a few minutes, she spoke. She took me to an older man, looked like the owner of the shop. She told me something in a hush. I was feeling frightened now. What do you want to sell? The old man asked. I clubbed and looked into my bag to find a small ring. My dad gave me that ring in my 10th birthday, but after he was died, my stepmother did everything for me. I was so grateful to you that she stole my mom's jewelry from her mom locker and gave this to me. I could not find my ring, so I started taking out my stuff. I put the photo frame of my parents and mom's wedding necklace with her few gold bangles and earrings and rings. And finally, I was able to find the small ring. I smiled and took out the ring and looked up to the man who was looking at me with wide eyes and eyeing my jewelry. I found and cleared my thought. I want to sell this, I said in a lower tone, and put this ring other side and began stuffing my other thing in the bag. He grabbed the ring and stared at me. He went to the door behind the counter. I looked around and waited for the man to come back. There were few people in the shop while buying jewelry. After a few minutes, that man comes. So, it's you, he asked and I nodded. He glared at me. I felt uncomfortable under his gaze. Where are you from? It's none of your business, I said, trying to be confident. Can you give me the reasonable price of my ring? Wait for a few minutes. With that, he walked away from there. Time passes and I become anxious. I didn't know how much time passed, but then that the same girl who greeted me, and when I step in this shop, come with few cops behind her. I look away and again wait for the old man to come. He's that boy. I hear that old man. I look at the direction from where the voice come and find that man pointed toward me while the policeman's eyes followed the direction he was pointing. They laid settle on me.